Hello, my name is Joshua Mugabi. I welcome you to Movement of Substances Part 2. Bingo! And without wasting any over time, let's go directly to our quiz. The shrinking of the plasma membrane away from the cell wall with the loss of turgidity as a result of water being drawn out of the cell by osmosis. This does not normally occur in nature, but is achieved by placing a plant cell in a solution which is hypertonic to the cell sap. A cell will become flaccid before becoming plasmolyzed. A. Haemolysis. B. Crenation. C. Plasmolysis. D. Hypotonic. And the answer is C. Plasmolysis. A solution with the same solute concentration as another solution. A. Hypertonic. B. Isotonic. C. Hypotonic. D. Crenation. And the answer is B. Isotonic. Refers to the cell membrane, allows certain molecules or ions to pass through but prevents others. A. Impermeable. B. Permeable. C. Semi-permeable. D. Passive. And the answer is C. Semi-permeable. Refers to a membrane, allows molecules or ions of a certain maximum size to pass through. The cell wall allows all molecules and ions to pass through irrespective of size. A. Semi-permeable. B. Tagged. C. Fully permeable. D. Impermeable. And the answer is C. Fully permeable. State of a plant cell due to pressure built up in the cell, exerted outwards and caused by cell taking in water by osmosis. A. Tag pressure. B. Osmotic pressure. C. Wall pressure. D. Hypertonic. And the answer is A. Tag pressure. Pressure exerted inwards by cell wall in response to tag pressure. This pressure is present in a plant cell. It prevents the plant cell from bursting. A. Wall pressure. B. Tag pressure. C. Haemolysis. D. Osmotic pressure. And the answer is A, wall pressure. The entry of water into a cell by osmosis exerts an outward pressure. The pressure necessary to prevent osmosis. A, wall pressure. B, osmotic pressure. C, plasmolysis. D, tag pressure. And the answer is B, osmotic pressure. Pressure exerted inwards by the cell wall in response to tag pressure. This prevents a plant cell from bursting. A, wall pressure. B, tag pressure. C, haemolysis. D, osmotic pressure. And the answer is A, wall pressure. Inflated by pressure from within as a result of water being drawn into the cell by osmosis. Achieved by placing a plant cell in a solution that is hypotonic to the cell sap. Water flows in and is collected in the vacuoles, and the cell will swell and push out against the cell wall. A, wall pressure. B, osmotic pressure. C, tagged. D, tag pressure. And the answer is C, tagged. A liquid in which the solute is dissolved. A, solute. B, solution. C, solvent. D, tagged. And the answer is C, solvent. A mixture of a solute and a solvent. Solute is the substance that will be dissolved, and solvent is the liquid that will do the dissolving, usually water. A, solute. B, solution. C, osmosis. D, solvent. And the answer is B, solution. Certain molecules or ions can pass through, but others cannot, depending on size. A, impermeable. B, permeable. C, semi-permeable. D, passive. And the answer is C, semi-permeable. The movement of particles from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. No energy is required for the process. A. Active transport. B. Solution. C. Osmosis. D. Solvent. And the answer is A. Active transport. Movement of substances across the cell membrane, which does not involve the use of energy by the cell. For example, diffusion and osmosis. A. Active transport. B. Osmotic pressure. C. Passive transport. D. Active absorption. And the answer is C. Passive transport. A special case of diffusion. It is the movement of solvent from a region of high solvent concentration to a region of low solvent concentration through a semi-permeable membrane until both concentrations are equal. No energy used by the cell for osmosis to take place, i.e., it is a passive process. Examples are water entering root hair cells, water moving from cell to cell in transpiration. A. Passive transport. B. Passive diffusion. C. Osmosis. D. Active transport. And the answer is C. Osmosis. Substance that is dissolved in a liquid. A. Solute. B. Concentration. C. Solution. D. Solvent. And the answer is A. Solute. Dear friends, thank you very much for participating in Movement of Substances Part 2. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I'm Joshua Mugabi. Bye-bye for now.